In a world full of humanity, sins like this will make one shocked, angered, and wonder what on earth have we become as the human race? Check it out.
Usted problema, amigo. I want to problema, amigo. Hold on, me, man. Sorry. Move back. Out the way, boys. Out the way. You will be knocked down.
But unfortunately, the world right now is looking at scenes like this and they are saying, good. Finally, somebody is doing something about these people because they bring absolutely nothing wherever they run to. Their country has no government. It has not had a government in almost 40 years. Why? Because they are fighting over something that the world is even wondering, how is that even a law? Sharia law. That, yes, the same law that they want to plant everywhere around the world, forcing people to change their names, change their cultures, change their languages, and most definitely change their religion, and then implement or impose Sharia law. These people are adamant about this Sharia law. They do not respect free will. They do not respect differences. They don't respect anybody. They have this superiority complex. They think they are the people that everybody around the world needs to listen to. But they fail to take that energy that they are terrorizing people of countries where they run to like cowards back to Somalia. If you were the chosen people, how come Somalia looks the way it does? It's the same question that I ask Somalis that live in South Africa the moment they tell me I'm superior over you. And I'm like, but you are in my country. I am in my country. When South Africa is doing something wrong, I stand up, I speak up, I hold the government accountable. How about you? How are you superior over me when I've got the freedom to express myself? I also have the freedom of speech in my country, and I can practice any religion or non religion all I want. What about you, Mr. Superior? What about you? So that energy, they're not taking it back to their own country, and yet the country is in ruins. How do you then go to the United States of America on humanity? That's what I believe in. It happened on humanity, and the United States opened its arms wide, and said, "Welcome, and go wherever you want to be whatever it is that you want to be that contributes positively into the United States society." Oh, by the way, while you are at it, United States of America is an English-speaking country with Western values that also includes democratic principles and the rule of law, which of course is going to be more westernized. So what is your job as a person who ran away like a coward? Is to do assimilation. You need to be part and parcel of the society that you ran away from. This brother, okay, I'm sorry. Did I call you brother? Because y'all say you're not black and you're not African. So I apologize. See, one of the reasons why people are saying good, it's because of one of those reasons. Like this gentleman right here.
وعلى السريع أنا معهم لأن دبي أنت اللي وضو باسبوركي ولا قاطي وعلي ساوك جرا أنتو قفوا إمبسي لزال لكورو إلا كبغض لسوال عند علي I don't want to be here no more. I'm so tired of being here. This place. This is where I'm living. so tired of it. It's just like, I want to go back. I don't want to be here no more. I don't cut my hair. I don't shave. I don't do nothing. I just want to go.
This gentleman was deported the moment Donald Trump started saying that Somalis, which I don't agree with that terminology, that they are garbage. When all the revelations of taxpayer monies being squandered, not even squandered, stolen by Somali community allegedly in Minnesota, that's when ICE pounded on Minneapolis and all these other cities in Minnesota. And this gentleman finds himself back in Somalia. And again, when you go to a different country, what do? You need to assimilate. But this man, his opening sentence is in Somali, which shows that, listen, I'm not interested in your life and your lifestyle, your laws, and whatever it is that I have run away to. I'm only interested in my own. And I'm not saying abandon your culture and your values and whatever, but when you are in a different country, yours is to assimilate. I've made an example about Americans that are living in South Africa. They are assimilating. They are learning our languages. They are adopting our cultures. We even give them our names and they love it. And we love them in return. Why? Because they want to be part of our society in as much as they still identify as Americans. That part they will tell you clear on your face that I am still an American. And South Africans respect that. And all that we are appreciating is that you want to be part of us, even though you identify as an American, which is cool with us. But y'all go to the United States of America and you refuse to assimilate. You refuse to, it's not even a matter of adopting Western laws and lifestyle and culture. You just need to assimilate, period. Now, here I am minding my own business on the internet and I come across this nonsense.
You work all day, you don't got shit. Thank you for working so hard so I can be home all day. Free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah. Go to work for me, you fucking white animals. Fucking work for me. Yeah, you fucking work for me. And the US government they work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work. Pay them taxes. Take care of me and my people. All right? This is my land. I control this place. This is my reality. You all gonna be enchained. I'm gonna lock all you guys up if you don't pay your taxes. You better fucking pay your taxes.
Now, you need to tell me why the United States of America shouldn't do what it did on the video that I showed earlier, where a man, I think he is in some Homeland Security office, to verify or to update or whatever the case might be about his immigration status in the United States. And now he's being carried away, being deported back to Somalia. And then this young man here, you can tell that he was not born in the United States of America. You can tell with his mannerisms that he is still pretty much a captain of piracy. He is a pirate back in Somalia, and he has brought that mentality to the United States of America, basically spitting on the faces of the people that are hosting him to protect him of the carnage that is going on in Somalia. Look at him, he's young. He's articulate. So why don't you take that back home and fight for your country? What is so difficult in doing that? But instead, no, he claims the land of the United States to be his. Secondly, he is disrespecting particularly the white Americans, but we also know that he is also tying in taxpayers, most of whom also are black Americans, telling them to go and work for him so that he can freeload stay at home, do nothing the whole day. Allegedly, these guys, they drive the most expensive cars in the United States, live in nice estates in the United States, but they are not working. So now this young man clearly has exposed what their real intentions in the United States. And then you want the world to have humanity and feel sorry, be angered by the actions of ICE. I'm sorry, I cannot feel sorry for something like that. Yes, it is sad to watch those footage or images, but then again, you need to also understand the type of people these are. They are also here. They're doing the same nonsense right here. It's just that in South Africa, they are pretty much locked out because South Africans, we have our eyes wide open. It's just that some parts of our laws, they are able to penetrate using the Constitution of the Republic, which is ambiguous. Now that we see that our Constitution, it's pretty ambiguous. And if you try to defend the ambiguity, you're definitely going to lose in a court of law, like we've lost several times in the court of law that favors the illegality of foreigners that come here illegally to South Africa, whether they're coming illegally from Europe, whether they're coming illegally from Asia, or whether they're coming illegally from Africa. The Constitution says, well, South Africa belongs to all who live in it. And it ends right there. And now they're taking that to their full advantage. I would say this again, the United States and South Africa are facing similar issues when it comes to illegal immigrants, unfortunately. But we are trying to close the tab. And we're watching what Donald Trump is doing, and we agree with what Donald Trump is doing when it comes to illegal immigrants. That those that and I'm not saying that when it comes to the similarities, because I understand some illegal foreigners in America, they do pay taxes. Here they don't. Here they do not contribute a cent into our economy. Instead, they mooch out of our economy and go build mansions back home and drive expensive cars and show off to their poor neighbors. And yet in South Africa, they are committing crimes, they are unaliving South Africans, they are kidnapping South Africans, they're using some of the women's body parts for money rituals, which I still don't understand the whole thing, except to say that it is evil. But here we are, we need to feel sorry for Somalis when they are being deported. This young man, if he ever gets deported from the United States, which I think he will go back to where? Probably the last time he was in Somalia, he was 2, 3 years old. Who does he know there? What does he know there? What? And yet he's bringing this upon himself. And there is no way anybody can feel sorry for somebody that takes a pew pew and shoot themselves on the foot. Why? Take that energy to Somalia and build Somalia. Don't go to somebody else's land. You know, I did look into the transatlantic slave trade. I was trying to find something about Somalia. I really, really tried to find something about Somalia. But evidently, even themselves, they have it in their heads that they are Arabs. You know why they believe that they're Arabs? That's because they were enslaved. The slave traders, they did not come from the West. They came from the Middle East, your Saudi Arabia, to this very day. These Middle Eastern countries do not see as full human beings. They are enslaved there. Check out the videos of black girls that have escaped the Middle East, what they are saying about them being enslaved in the Middle East. And that's exactly what had happened. And those that managed to come back home, they have it in their heads that they are Arabs, they are not Africans. So, and I'm not seeing any Arab anywhere, whether in UAE or wherever in the Middle East, claiming them or even protecting or defending them or speaking on their behalf, condemning whatever is happening to them. No Arab is doing that. As a matter of fact, I even came across a video not so long ago where Arabs, say that they are superior over them Somalis. The mess in this whole thing is absolutely intriguing to me. I am fascinated and I'm following this with a glee eye, like what's happening. But it is an injury that is self-inflicted, unfortunately, by Somalis. They're doing it right here. I told you guys, I showed you videos on how they are really, really doing their best to try and penetrate our body politics. The moment we allow that, South Africa is a goner, because some of them have already claimed that South Africa is Somaliland or part of Somaliland. There is no historical evidence to this, just like there's no historical evidence that the transatlantic slave trade got to Somalia and enslaved people, and there's no track, there's no trace, there's nothing. But instead, it leads all the way to the Middle East, and they will not dare do and say the things they say and do in the United States or South Africa in the Middle East. They wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare. So I'm sorry. In footages like this would naturally make me very emotional, upset, as well as just wonder what's going on with humanity. But I'm not. I feel so detached from all of this because they denied us. They said they're not part of us. And I do see some videos where they say, hey guys, let's start all over again. This on a clean slate. Let's unite. Come. Others are even using George Floyd and saying we were there when George Floyd was unalived. We marched the streets, and I'm thinking, but you're still otherizing yourself. You are still saying, if you consider yourself a black person, you shouldn't even say we were there, because when you were in George Floyd's march, guess who you were doing it for as a black person? That is, if you consider or identify as a black person. Hello. So it's a lot, and I don't think these guys are going to learn anytime soon. And I support whatever is happening to them. They asked for it. They truly did ask for it. It's supposed to be sad. It's supposed to be sad. But hey, maybe their leaders will wake up. Ilhan Omar, this is your doing, ma'am. This is your doing. But I guess they'll never see it because they don't. They have this superiority mentality that the world belongs to them and we have to bow down to them. You're telling Americans to go work for you so that you can chow down their tax money while sitting at home? It does not work like that. The other time, another young man was threatening Donald Trump. And you're like, oh. But now, these sort of clips, I just look at them and like, yeah, well, you deserve it. And then again, to prove that some of y'all are just pirated minded, piracy. Is it piracy or pirates? The mentality is there, like in this video.
My name is Your True Captain. In an alternate reality, I'm a popular content creator. In this dimension, I make a living doing what I know best. I see a cruise liner in the distance, might be worth checking out.
Just got back from that cruise liner. They cooperated, obviously. Some cool gifts from them too. Oh, and this baby too.
I mean, what? What? So this is exactly what you're doing to other countries that you are running away to. You hijack them, like you hijack those cruise ships. Wow. I feel nothing. Sorry. Try next door. I don't. Anyways, people of America, protect your borders. And in the future, because I also see some Democrats, they don't like what Somalis are doing in the United States. Absolutely. Even though I would blame partially them for allowing them into the United States like that. Just like us, we are blaming the ANC government for opening our borders this carelessly. And now we have to suffer the consequences of people that are ungrateful. They refuse to assimilate or respect our laws and the people that are hosting them. So, yeah, Take responsibility. And I'm glad that Donald Trump is doing something. And South Africa is only now beginning to do something. I shared about our immigration amendment bill the other day. It's a good start. But is it enough? Because it's going to take time before this is a law. In the meantime, what is the government doing? Because I am proposing that some immigration clauses in our Immigration Act should be suspended so that we begin to protect the country's sovereignty as well as the national security. But unfortunately, we have leaders in this country who are not foresighted. Anyways, I have flu. Let me go and treat myself again. Goodbye.